Tompolo battles Ibori over Governor Okowa's successor. Tompolo and Ibori are at loggerheads over Governor Okowa's successor in the 2023 elections, Nigerian newspaper reports. The Ijaw Nation was rooting for Deputy Governor Kingsley Utaro to hoist the flag of the People's Democratic Party in the next 2023 election, according to an earlier story. However, according to an amended version of the story also published here, the Utaro plan was scrapped after a closed-door session with Ijaw leaders, at which Senator James Manager was declared the political pressure group's consensus choice. The nomination of James Manager as the Ijaw Nation's candidate, on the other hand, has aroused intense debate and contentions in the Delta State political circle. While the dreaded ex-militant chief government Ekpemupolo, also known as Tompolo, threw weight behind his kinsman, political godfather Chief James Ibori has a different strategy for his hand-picked candidate, David Edivie, from Delta Central to win the election. Enough to say, ambition has now pitted Ibori against Tompolo, leaving everyone perplexed as to the result of the whole saga, according to a verified information obtained by Nigerian newspaper. For the Ijaw Nation, 2023 is a defining year, as the region, which claims to have been marginalized in the state's polity affairs, believes it is their turn to taste the seat of power in the state. For this reason, a Nigerian newspaper exclusively learned that Tompolo allegedly entered into a pact with Okowa in 2015 to hand over power to the region, a promise we learn the governor is determined to keep. As the situation unfolds, Okowa's body language, which shows he may honor the bargain he made with the former militant commander, is said to be disturbing Ibori, who has been restless in his determination to install David Edivie as his candidate. Ibori, who was alleged to have headed to the creeks in order to continue his negotiations with Tompolo, has been uneasy since Governor Okowa's outburst over the zoning agreement, and there are indications that his efforts are far from fruitful. Ibori, who is thought to be the brain behind the DC-23, an acronym for Delta Central for 2023, was claimed to have persuaded financiers to choose his favorite candidate from a list of 10 other interested candidates. A Nigerian newspaper reports that his choice, Olorogu David Edivie of Delta Central, who enraged Delta South Senatorial District by contesting the governorship position against the zoning arrangement in 2015, thus almost scuttling Delta North's chances, is getting it hot with aspirants from other zones, but he appears to have a bigger fish to fry with Senator James Manager's entry into the race. Yet Ibori is not backing down. He is allegedly pressuring Okowa to accept Edivie at all costs. Ibori is claimed to have shifted to Asaba to continue consultations with stakeholders following Okowa's alleged decision to shift power to the south in favor of the Ijaw Nation, which might signal a new dawn of political zoning in the state. Diodidi Ibori is reportedly said to have visited some of his supporters in Asaba yesterday, urging them to keep the momentum going on while he continues his engagement with influential people in the state politics. It's truly unfortunate the way Nigeria politics is being played. You know, this Ibori, former governor of Delta State, was convicted and did time in the UK for looting. This same person is the one who is fighting for who is going to put there. What does that sound like? He wants to control again, because this is the godfatherism we're talking about. He wants to put his own person there so that he can have a say, have a cut, have a share, everything, so he can continue probably where he stopped from, or the ones that were taken from him, he wants to get them back. Unbelievable. Well, what is going on currently is that Tompolo and Ibori, they used to be close, but right now it looks that they are battling each other because they've both got different preferred candidates. And what surprises me most in all of this is that when all of these politicians, when they are talking about their preferred candidate, it looks like they're not even considering the vote of the people, the choice of the people, it looks like it's all about them. You know, that was one thing that Bola Tinubu said recently, that he was the one that stopped former Lagos State Governor Ambode from returning on his second term, meaning that he didn't even care if the people wanted Ambode, if what the people thought about Ambode's leadership for the 4 years. Democracy, and we keep preaching democracy. Now, it's been said that Tompolo was promised. A promise has been made again. This sort of promise, they keep talking about promise. And when you hear these sort of things, it looks like INEC, they don't even have a job. There's no point for the Independent National Electoral Commission. You know, it's that same promise that's been coming up for Bola Tinubu, that Buhari promised him that there was a gentleman's agreement to hand over to him. What about the masses? What happens to the people, the votes? What happens to their vote? That means the vote of the people will not count. The governorship election in Delta State is not long to go from now, and everyone is fighting tooth and nail to anoint their own preferred candidate. The current governor of the state, Ifeanyi Okowa, he's said to have his own preferred candidate. Former governor of the state, James Onanefe Ibori, has got his own candidate, and right now they are on two different divides. And it's been said that Ibori has reportedly, he's been said to have reportedly moved to Asaba, moved closer to begin consultations, probably the ones that they can start buying with money. Corruption everywhere. Corruption everywhere. It's not about the vote of the people. It's not about even the track record of these people that they are putting forward, because the truth is that if anyone is coming out for any of these positions, the masses can see their track record, and the masses can make good judgment to say, yes, we prefer this one. This one is credible. This one has got integrity. This one is someone who values the people, who respects democracy. Not just, we're just saying democracy, but it's not being respected. So this is someone who we can truly stick out our neck for, someone we can support, who can stand rightly behind, because we know that he will not betray us. Politics, this sort of politics, the one James Ibori, Tompolo, and Okowa, the one they're all fighting for, it's a good time to ask them that, what is how does this benefit the people? Are they truly fighting for the people, or they are fighting for themselves? Because if you find Okowa is fighting, has his own preferred candidate, let's know that he's still trying to secure his post even after he has left, that he has got cover, probably maybe any allegation or anything, then they will keep working together. He still has a hold in the government. For James Ibori, he's been there, he's been away for some time, probably he's missed the seat so long, he wants to continue to control. Anyway, guys, let's hear your thoughts. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.